Hello and welcome to our coding shot on the tabular list and using additional characters. Once you have selected your code in the alphabetical index, always verify the code in the tabular list. This is not optional, it is mandatory. The tabular will provide you with the following information. It will let you know if additional characters are needed, such as your 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th character. It will also let you know if the X placeholder needs to be used. Let's look at this example. I want you to go in the tabular to S02.2, fracture of the nasal bones. You'll see to the left of that code, check X 7th character. This indicates to you that this code is not complete unless there are 7 characters. So the correct code would look like this: S02.2 XXA, and note that the 7th character A will come from physician documentation or be based on physician documentation. You need to flip back to the main category S02 and look at that pink subcategory box, and it will list the 7th characters. Again, that's going to be based on physician documentation. In red, you will often see the following instructions in the tabular list. You'll either see use additional code instructions. I've got an example here of G30.9 and F02.81. We're going to come back to that in a second. Also, you may see code first instructions. I want you to go on your tabular to F54. F54. When you get to F54, underneath that code in red, it says code first, associated physical disorders such as asthma, dermatitis, gastric ulcer, mucus colitis, ulcerative colitis, and urticaria. So what this means is that if the physician has documented these conditions, you need to code those conditions first, then you will sequence F54 afterwards. You might also see the directive to code also, and this is demonstrated by F80.4. So go to your tabular and look at F80.4. When you look at F80.4, it says speech and language development delay due to hearing loss. Underneath that in red, you see code also type of hearing loss, age 90 through age 91. So again, if the physician has documented this, you're going to also code the hearing loss based on a code from this category. Let's look at this example more closely. A patient is diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease with behavior disturbance. When you go to the alphabetical index under disease and then Alzheimer's, what you're going to see is G30.9, and then you'll see a code in brackets F02.81. The code in brackets will always be secondary and follow the main code. Now we have to go to our tabular list. So I want you to go to your tabular and I want you to look up the main code description, which is G30 Alzheimer's disease. To the right, to the left, you're going to see a check 4th character. Underneath, you're going to see in red, use additional code to identify delirium if applicable. That means if the physician has documented. In most cases of Alzheimer's, the patient might have delirium. Dementia with behavioral disturbance, F02.81, or dementia without behavioral disturbance, F02.80. So in this particular case, Alzheimer's disease with behavioral disturbance, our correct code is G30.9 followed by F02.81, and again the code in brackets will always be secondary. So again, always verify your code in the tabular list and follow the instructions that you see in the tabular. I hope you have found this coding shot helpful.